Panda didn't get hurt, and I'm gonna get out of there. And this Griffin, I kind of forgot about this Griffin. Anyway, I also kept up my upgrades. That's another thing went right for me. I'm gonna slow down this battle, explain this battle for you. You pretty much you're fighting in your own base. You have like I had 7 towers, and you can your air units are going to take care of whatever's on over these tree lines, and there's nothing ground units can do about it, except you web you or ensnare you if you're fighting against orc. But anyway, my heroes are all in back of my tower line, so if you want to get to my heroes, all the units have to go around all these towers to get to me. So they lost the battle. They all in full retreat mode, and I think I lost a few griffins that I shouldn't have because I was watching Seinfeld. Sorry. Anyway, the paladins getting focused kind of, and that's another thing about insane computers. They focus their heroes a lot. they like right click your heroes and use all their hero spells against their heroes. So you need to keep your eye on your heroes when you fight a battle. To just a little reminder. Anyway, I'm gonna send out my War Elemental first, just to tank some damage and to distract them or whatever. And right now, notice how I have 96 food and almost no gold. And that's exactly where we want to be. You want to have a max food and no money at this point. Here we go. We're gonna see a bunch of air units. I'm gonna air shackle them all and continue to air shackle this lone. I think Fiend in web mounted my Dragonhawk Riders. That's why one of the Frostworm gets free. But notice how my Panda tanked all the damage because the insane computer always right click your frontmost heroes. So that's one predictable feature that AI has, so you can take advantage of that. Here we go. Just notice how you air shackle them all in like half a second, and continue to freaking fight this battle. Of course, notice how my Panda is tanking up quite a bit of damage. Did a Breath of Fire, and I'm gonna Holy Light him. Of course, I don't have enough mana, I don't think, and I chuck the Potion of Healing. And I was thinking about chugging this Potion of Invulnerability, but I think I can have enough mana on the Paladin, just enough to save the Panda. Nope, I chugged it. No, it was a Holy Light. I'm sorry. And this freaking Spirit Tower is pissing me off. That's why I think I clouded. To do so much damage against me, so that's why I clouded one of these days. I think I killed this Crypt Lord before I start clouding it. Here we go. And remember, if you use griffins and cloud towers, you need to know which griffin is doing the clouding. See how this griffin is doing the clouding, and as soon as the tower gets taken down, you need to macro that griffin away from being clouding, just so it doesn't waste its damage per second away. And this Mountain King gets away, I think. Oh, my griffins took it down. Nope, I think no, yeah, the Mountain King got away because I was distracted over here trying to get the tower down and try to do Breath of Fire over here. Anyway, notice how everybody is not sending any troops because they're not confident they can fight me in this battle. I have 100 food. If their food count is less than 10 of you, they're not going to fight you. That's another predictable feature of an insane computer. It doesn't matter how much they have. Say one of them has 70, one of them 80, and you have 100. They're not going to fight you. They're not going to send both of them the army to fight you. They're going to stay in their main to a turtle and gather up enough big enough army to fight you. That's why you can just gang up on one computer, take him down, take his economy and production away, stop worrying about him, and then start worrying about the other two. Of course, you have to keep up your macro. You can't let your food drop below, like say 90. And then the 80 guy is going to send his troops, and you're fighting against and you're going to end up fighting against a teal computer and a purple computer. It's not a good deal. Although this is another thing you can do is to power level your heroes. I didn't lose a hero one time in this game, and that helped me a lot because my hero gets really high level. I saw the TP and I pulled my troops away, and I saw the TP like 5 units. I kind of laughed right there, and I just repositioned my troops, roll them away, and just do what I do. Just pretty pathetic at this point, and fighting against this kind of pathetic army. My paladin gets kind of low, but I don't remember using a staff in this game at all because they can't get to my heroes with all this damage in the air. Air shackle, all the freaking what do you call gargoyles and frostworms, and the panda gets low. Gets to get out of there. I think I popped the potion of invulnerability just so the panda can do some damage in the front line. Yeah, I popped it so I can get the panda to do some damage instead of it being the back of the line tank damage. Try to stay away from damage. And DK gets killed, and guess who's next? The Crypt Lord is next. Panda hits level 7. The Paladin is level 5. AM hits level 8. Unlimited mana for everybody. Who's up for it? No. Okay, Paladin hits level 6. It's critical that you pick level 3 Divine Shield at this point because you don't want to get the resurrection because all you have is air units. You're not resurrecting your heroes. You're using resurrection anyway. So you got Divine Shield, and forget about the devotion aura because the air units have barely gets damaged because the computer right clicks their heroes anyway. And notice how I started expansion here, and I'm thinking about getting another gold mine over here because I think I ran out of money at the main and about to run out of money at the main expansion. I use a bunch of lumber peasants, and I have like 3k lumber. That's more than enough lumber I need. I have a little treat at the end of the game. I hope I get to that point before I decide to quit because this game is kind of boring after these battles. Anyway, I'm gonna just slaughter this entire computer army. Whatever I see, just the acolytes, ghouls, skeletons, whatever they have. And I'm gonna finish off this gold mine first. And I kind of forget about these two griffins, Dragonhawk Riders, because they are. I think they were not in a group. They were patrolling around my AM, and I think lost both of them. I don't remember. And here comes the blue to try to reinforce their ally. The purple just not sending his troops. Although if he does, I'm gonna completely rape him because they're mostly air units, and I have more than enough griffins than the Dragonhawk Riders than they can imagine. Than they can handle. Anyway, here comes the purple human. I'm gonna see it. I'm gonna pull back. I'm gonna air shackle him all. Watch this. Bam, 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 bam. There we go. And that's the end of that. That's the end of that purple computer right there. Try to do metamorphosis on my griffins. Not gonna work. I think I forgot. I kind of forgot about upgrading my griffins. Now I've remembered. Kind of pathetic on my part. This is exactly you don't.